What is up, guys? Rampage here, bringing you another battle, and this is against vince008, and he challenged my Jatengo. And I'm going to tell you this now, I might not sound as lively as I usually do because I'm kind of congested, and yeah, so you might hear me sniffling a little bit. So anyway, he leads off with an Ambipom, and I lead off with my Weavile, and I'm testing out a new Hailstorm team. He's going to go into an Arugamoth, and I had, like, when Weavile's new Dream World ability, I had it completely confused. I thought that whenever I made contact with his Pokemon, that I would take their item or whatever, but I don't. So yeah, he's gonna go in a Arugamoth on my Brick Break, and then I go for the Night Slash and get a crit and KO the Arugamoth. So that's good because that Arugamoth would have been a big problem. I go out into my Dusclops, predicting the Fake Out with his Ambipom, and then he's just gonna go for the U-turn and go into his Zurzukin. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting the U-turn, but this thing has shed skin, so that's not going to do anything to it. Now I'm going to go back out into this Weavile as Deathfather. I'm going to go for the Fake Out, and I get a crit. That's kind of cool, and he flinches. Well, that's obviously going to happen. So I'm going to go for the Brick Break. It's not going to do too much damage, but every damage counts. And he's just going to go for the high jump kick, so that's great. Yeah. So I forget what's gonna happen here. Now I go out into my Abomasnow. Yeah. He was like very key in this battle too. Well, he does have the hail, but besides that, he's gonna go for the rest, and because he has shed skin, he might be able to wake up on the first turn, but he doesn't. I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed while I have the chance, because that's probably the most important thing to do. And he's going to wake up. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Blizzard, and I get the freeze hack, so that's very cool right there. So I don't know if shed skin helps you with the freeze. I don't know if that happens or not. But he's just going to switch and go out into his Cloyster. I'm going to go for the Blizzard again, and that's 4 times resistance, and it still did quite a good chunk of damage. And he's going to go for the Shell Break, and so that's kind of bad. And his team was like majorly about setting up, so if I had like an Airfune, I could have like stopped his team. I go for the Protect, and he goes for the Rock Blast. And this thing, and Toxic on this thing is very important because it's like the only way I could really take it out. Definitely with the +2 speed it has now. I have nothing faster than it. So anyway, he goes for a Rock Blast. It doesn't do much to, well, it doesn't do much. It does a lot to my defensive Dusclops, unlike my other ones, which are special defensive. He's just going to go for the Icicle Spear, and that's going to easily 5-hit KO me, I guess. But the Toxic is wearing him down, and that's good. So now he's going to go back out into his Zurzukin on my Protect. And yeah, so this thing is still frozen. I'm just going to go for the Blizzard, which is cool because it can't do anything to me, and it's going to like easily KO this thing. So that's like 3 of his Pokemon that were meant to set up are like gone now, so that's cool. Now he goes back out into his Ambipom. I go for the Protect, not wanting to take a Fake Out. And now I predict a U-turn and go for the Toxic, but I don't want to get ahead of my narration. But he goes into his Cloyster, so Toxic is useless. But it's not bad because Cloyster will like be taken out by the Toxic this turn, so that's cool. Now I'm going to go for the Protect again, predicting something. He just goes for the U-turn, and Hailstorm. The Hail's actually taking Ambipom's taking damage away from the Ambipom. It's actually doing some good damage to the Ambipom, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's cool. Now I'm just going to go out to my Mew. I knew the U-turn was coming, so I'm going to go for the Rock Polish. And so yeah. But he goes into his Airfune. So because this thing has Encore and Mischievous Heart, I'm going to have to switch out because Rock Polish will I will just be locked in a Rock Polish. So I'm going to switch out into Kyurem, who is like just so epic and cool. I always thought that this thing was a banned Pokemon, but it's not, and I wonder why I never saw these things as often. Like if you put a scarf on this, it's actually it's a very good powerhouse. So yeah, I go for the blizzard, and he goes for the stun spore and misses. That could have like really helped him out a lot. Well, not really in the end, as you'll see later on, but yeah. I didn't want my Kyurem to take any unnecessary damage, so I just go into Claydol to take the fake out, and Claydol takes it nicely, I guess. He's just gonna go for the U-turn, and I predicted that because that's what all Ambipom's do, and that's what he's been doing this whole game battle. So I'm gonna go for the Toxic, which is very crucial again because Toxic will be able to take out this Landlos. Yeah. So he's gonna go for the Rock Slide, predicting my switch in the Kyurem, which is good because that lets me set up a Reflect. Now I forget what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna switch out into Mew and try to use Claydol as Death Ball to later, and I'm gonna actually try and get up a Rock Polish and Baton Pass it again. He's gonna go for the Psychic, doesn't do anything because I resist it, and I'm special defensive. So yeah, and Toxic and Hail has like taken his health down to half already without me hitting it. So Toxic and Hail on the same team is very good. So now I got a Rock Polish up, but I know he's gonna predict my Baton Pass. So I'm actually just gonna go for the Transform. He's gonna Rock Slide. It's not gonna KO me, but because of that Transform, I fathered Mew, but on the bright side, that Landlos has died as well. So now it's gonna go back out into his Monkey, and I'm going to go out into my Claydol to take the fake out, but he actually goes for a double hit. I was hoping my Reflect doesn't wear off this turn because I didn't want it to, but it does. Doesn't really matter though because all he's going to do is go for the Acrobat, and I'm going to be able to KO it easily with a Blizzard. So that's a good game. vince008. Hope to battle you again sometime. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Give a like rating. Peace.